In this video, I'm going to be going over a controversial take when it comes to battle cats, talking about Cameraman Cat. In my personal opinion, he is a bad unit, and in this video, I'm going to try to explain why. But first, to kind of get a little taste of what to expect, basically what I'm going to be talking about is, first of all, him not actually really, fighting against his main trait very well. His speed being really bad, and his talents, I guess. I don't really know. Anyway, in my opinion, I don't really understand the hype behind Cameraman Cat. I don't think he's a good unit, and I never did. So yeah, we're gonna go over why I think that opinion in this video. So let's go. Okay, first things first. See, the thing about like when it comes to Battle Cats enemies or Battle Cats units, I don't really do a lot of research on stats, but since I'm talking about Cameraman Cat, I figured I would do some stuff about stats. From what it seems, okay, he doesn't seem the absolute worst. Like, I'm gonna agree, he's not the worst unit in the game, but like he's not the best either. 4 knockbacks. From what I remember, that is not true. Sooner or later I will show you some footage, and that was not the case. He did not have 4 knockbacks, which I guess it kind of makes sense because, like, but whatever. And again, I also will be talking about his speed later. But yeah, for now, let's just look at these. 540 cost. Cheaper than better units in my opinion, like Can Courier. So I mean, there's that. 9,690 health. That's okay-ish at level 30. I'm not really sure because like it's not the greatest, and like when you at a very early point in Stories of Legend, I think like the moment you start, like I think once you encounter JK Bunbun, that's how you'll know. Like obviously enemies are going to be doing more than 9,690 damage. They're going to be doing a lot more, and in that case he does have the survivability, and yeah, he does have the survivability, but it can't really save him too much since most of those enemies that do more damage also attack pretty fast. Speaking of damage, his 5,000 damage. See, like, against, so 1.5, I don't really know how much damage that would do then. I think that would do, like, hold on, wait, that would do 2,805 plus, it'd do 5,610 plus 2,805 damage. So I don't know how much that is, but I think it's around like 80,000. 80,000? No, 8,000. Which isn't really that good against floating, since most floating enemies are stronger than that. And yeah, I'm gonna show you a clip right now of, because like I heard in one video that Cameraman Cat is like good against stuff like little Bunbuns and Brawlos. I haven't encountered little Bunbuns, however I have encountered Brawlos, so I will now show footage of me trying I'm Onto You, the Stories of Legend stage I'm Onto You, with Cameraman Cat, and you're just gonna kind of see how that went. Cameraman's a good unit, yeah, right, okay. Effective against Brawlos? Sure! He just got knocked back! Oh wow, he doesn't even kill the Brawlo. Oh look, the Brawlo's hitting base. How could have like that ever happened? It's not like Cameraman's like, not even good against the type he's meant to be good against. No, that's ridiculous. He's amazing. Just watch him go. Come on, Cameraman. Do your thing. I don't believe in you. You know, all the cats, all the random cat. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of loadout. Oh yeah, I was trying to beat the one Story Legend stage. Anyway. Oh, look at this. Oh, cameraman, what's happening? Oh, cameraman, what's going on? What's happening, cameraman? You doing okay? You doing good? You doing great? No? Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. We died. It looks like you didn't serve your... hold on, I need to redo that. Sorry. Looks like you didn't serve your purpose, cameraman. Next is cameraman speed. And along with that, a few other things I'd like to point out. As we can see here, there's a Bun, stack of cats, and of course, Cameraman Cat. For some context, let's say the cats are fighting against Bun, and you just sent out Cameraman Cat to deal with Bun. As we can now see, Cameraman has made it to Bun, but because he was so slow, a lot of your stack is now gone. Second scenario. Like we discussed earlier, Cameraman has 250 range, which is enough to outrange Bun, which is good, but without literally anything in front of Cameraman, as we can see here, he's gonna get knocked back. And since a lot of floating enemies are heavy hitters, Cameraman will just keep getting knocked back until he dies. Wait, hold on. Cameraman will just keep getting knocked back until he dies. In conclusion, floating enemies either do... Wait, hold on. Just for a little context, floating enemies such as Bun either attack really fast, move really fast... either attack fast, move fast, or do a lot of damage. And Bun is one of those enemies, one of those floating enemies that does all three. So in conclusion, floating enemies either do too much damage, attack faster, or are just faster than Cameraman Cat to handle. I'm kind of changing this up a bit. Not only proving that, once again, Cameraman isn't good against the trait he's supposed to counter, but also he's just really too slow to do anything against most traits. Well, most fast traits. I kind of just butchered that whole thing, but you know what? I'm gonna have to stick with that. Now it's time to check out his talents. Alright, so we're gonna go through each one, and basically we're gonna check out all of them. First up, survivability. I think it's a good talent for Cameraman to have. It definitely does make him better. However, I don't think it's really enough to really, solidify Cameraman as that good. Because although Cameraman, I will get to this at the end of the video, but although Cameraman is more so meant to be used as a meat shield rather than an attacker, the survivability doesn't really help him out that much. And another thing I'd like to point out is that, basically, the thing with Cameraman is that, if you try to use them against floating enemies to, damage them, the thing is, most enemies have these things called peons that'll actually stop Cameraman Cat. And, you can't really just have a stack of Cameraman Cats, because the peons will just overwhelm them. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Next is critical. It's not that good, I'm gonna be honest. I tried using it, and it's not the best chance. Honestly, critical hit is, the worst ability in the game. But, out of all the units, they really have to give it to Cameraman Cat, and he doesn't even do it that well. So, overall, I think this is a pretty useless ability. What are you gonna do? Hit a metal dodge? That's basically all I can do. I guess resist wave can be kind of useful, but probably not really, since it's only resisting waves by a bit. And let's be honest, we already have someone that blocks waves, being Octopus Cat. So basically he's just why would you ever... It's almost like Cameraman and Octopus in a way are kind of like the same unit, except Octopus is, I think, better, although even then I don't think Octopus is that good. Anyway, so yeah, overall I think resist wave is pretty useless. the defense buff and attack buff. These could be the two talents that could possibly actually make Cameraman Cat a decent unit. However, in my opinion, I don't think any defense buffs or any attack buffs can really help him out in this situation. So overall, I think most of his talents are useless. I think if you're gonna get talents on Cameraman Cat, I recommend only getting his survivability. Okay, and lastly, I have a few final notes to give. So yeah, I think Cameraman isn't actually meant to be an attacker, but more so a meat shield against floating. Which, when it comes to, meat shielding against floating, I think he doesn't do a very good job still. And I think meat shielding in general for him just doesn't really work out. So, yeah, in my opinion though, like, he's not the worst, of course. Like, he could kill a few units here and there, and he can stall a few units too. Or, sorry, enemies. But in the end, he's not really, he's not going to help you out that much. So, yeah, in my opinion, I don't think Cameraman is a good unit. I think he's overrated. Yeah. Well, actually, that's not it. If you want to explain in the comments why Cameraman is good, and if you kind of want to explain to me, please, I would be very glad to know, since I do not understand why anyone likes Cameraman Cat. And, two, I'm sorry, this is just my personal preference. I just don't think Cameraman's good. So, yeah. Well, I mean, expect more content like a week or so, or like 2 or like 3 weeks when I decide to make more Battle Cats content, I guess. In fact, do y'all want this to be a series? Like, I don't know, I could make it a series. Anyway, yeah, that's it, bye!